little introduction from me. If you don't know who I am, I'm Lauren Maharaj. I am the Communications Development Manager for Kidsport Canada. So if you're getting stuff from your provinces, social media wise or content wise, it's usually coming from me. And yeah, we're just trying to start a couple of series of webinars to get you a little bit more comfortable with the marketing side of event management and trying to reach out through donation or through marketing as it relates to donations and donors and parents and target audiences and stuff. So today we're going to just be going over a very, very basic how to presentation on how to make your first post on social media. The way that I've sort of frame this is I'm going to assume that if you aren't using social media, you at least have a social media account. So if you don't, I can definitely send out this this slide deck after the presentation. But these are the 4 main platforms that most provinces and chapters use when they're doing social media marketing. So we have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, which is now X, and LinkedIn, and these all cater to different audiences. So there's different uses for each of them, but generally they all kind of have the same function, and you can kind of cross post as you see fit. So jumping away from the sign up process, we'll just get right into the actual step-by-step process on how to essentially take content that you already have. Let's say you're getting it from Kidsport Canada or your province and posting it on a specific platform. So the first one that I'll go through is how to post on Instagram, literally step by step. So I have a little video here. I'll narrate through it. Can you see the video okay?
Yep.
Perfect. Okay, so the way that I've set this up is I have the videos recorded as if you're going to be using the app on your phone. So you can use these social media platforms on a PC or a computer or even a tablet, but the most effective way to use them is usually on your phone, especially if you're out, at an event or you're wanting to post something like on the go. This is the best way to do it. So that's how each of these sort of step-by-step videos are going to go. So with Instagram, so let's assume you have the Instagram app on your phone, which you'll see on this video right here where the red circle is. So we're going to open up the Instagram app. And then when you open up the Instagram app, it's going to take you to this landing page, which is what we have here, the Kidsport Canada page. There's a bunch of information here that's already been filled in because we've customized it for ourselves. But for the sake of the webinar, we're just going to be focusing on how to post. So there's 2 different areas where you can post. The bottom button there, which is also the same as the top button there. They do the same function. They're just in 2 opposite places on the app. So once you hit one of those buttons, it'll take you to the storage container on your phone where you'll have your content or your photos. When you're signing up for these apps, usually they'll ask you if you can give them access to the photo library that you have on your phone. So that's what's going to come up, and that's what's come up here in this particular demonstration. So for the sake of this particular exercise, I've just put a couple of Kidsport pieces of creative that you would potentially see if it was going to be filtered down for the province. And I've chosen what I want. Sorry, I kind of zoomed in there. So I've chosen the piece that I want. That's what it's going to look like once you choose it and you press next. This is kind of irrelevant for you because most of the time when we send stuff, it'll be pretty much done. So you don't really need to worry about this bottom row here. This is more if you're wanting to edit photos and stuff, which I think is pointless if you're working with graphics and stuff. So that's what you're going to see when you press next. And then you're going to go to the next part, which I'm going to zoom forward a little bit here. Second. There we go. So you're going to hit that button there. Next. And then when you hit that button, it will take you to another screen, which is this screen, which is sort of like your final step before you actually publish the piece. So you'll see the way that your photo has been framed. That's how you've decided to frame it. The next piece where I have the circle here is where you write your caption. So that's where you see the copy that is at the bottom of the photo. In this particular case, I'm just going to write test at kidsport.ca, sorry, so all kids can play, just so you can kind of see what it looks like. And then, so after you've done your caption, if you really wanted to, let's say you're at an event and you wanted to involve a partner or maybe a Kidsport chapter that also has their own Instagram page, you can go to tag. And in this case, you are essentially pressing that, going to another window, which will allow you to search for the person that you're going to tag. This is not a requirement. This is just a little extra if you wanted. Don't have to do it. And then you'll press done. So yeah, so if you're happy with your Instagram post, you're happy with the way that it's framed here, you like the way it looks, and you have the caption that you want, really the next thing you're going to do if you don't need to tag anybody and you don't really need to worry about the rest of this stuff here is just go to the bottom and press share, which is the nice big blue button there. When you press share, it might take a couple seconds, and then your public feed will show back up, and that's essentially what it's going to look like on your page. So if you were to go onto your Instagram page, take a look at it, this is what it would look like for the public. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward, just takes a little, step by step, one, two, three sort of steps, but it's very, very straightforward. So do you have any questions as it relates to Instagram in particular, or are we okay to move on to the next platform? Okay, perfect. Okay, so the next platform I have is Facebook. Again, I'll do the exact same thing. I'll go through it in the same way that I did before, which is having the Facebook app on your phone. So of course, you're going to find the Facebook app, you'll click it, and it'll take you to your internal page. And if you're going to post something onto Facebook simply through your phone, it's basically the exact same format as Instagram. Sorry, the exact same steps as Instagram, just a little bit of a different format. So you're going to go to what's on your mind. This will come up, and you can see here on the top, there are options for public viewing, which means everybody on Facebook can see it. I think in our case, especially as it relates to Kidsport, we don't need to worry about privatizing any of our posts because we want as many people as possible to see it. So you never really need to worry about that. So you'll go straight to your photo and video, which is where it will take you to your phone collection again, just like we did before. So you'll choose your content. And in this case, it's going to be the Canada Day post. I chose an English and French version. And this is just a preview of what it's going to look like after you've chosen those pieces. And then just over top of that, you can write in your caption, which is what I'm going to do right now. Perfect. So once you're happy with that, literally the exact same process as Instagram, you're going to hit next. It's going to take you to another window to preview your post. So you can see at the top there, you have a little bit of a preview what it's going to look like. There are some options here if you wanted to do a little bit more of a complicated post, but I don't think that that's really necessary right now. Really, this is just so that you can take a picture, put a caption, and post it, and it'll be live as soon as you post it. Which is, if you're fine with the way that it looks, you're happy with the preview, you just press post, and it's ready to go. Boom. So there you go. So that is how you post on Facebook. Very simple, very easy. Any questions as it relates to posting on Facebook that you had? Perfect. Okay, so then we'll go on to the next one, which is posting on LinkedIn. And I'll just get the video I'll fire up the video here. Okay, so again, if you have LinkedIn on your phone, we're going to find that app. That's what it's going to look like when it is uploaded to your phone. So you'll click the LinkedIn app. It'll open. And in some cases, LinkedIn, you can either have your own LinkedIn page, which is the case for me. I have a personal LinkedIn page, and I've created a sub page for the Kids Sport Canada Sport Jeunesse page for our use at Kids Sport Canada. So I have full access to it. You don't have to do that. You can create your own and manage it the exact same way. This is just one extra step that I've added in for myself. So you'll see at the top, that's my profile picture because this is my personal LinkedIn page. And you'll see here at the bottom where the red circle is where I've added in those sub pages so that I can personally manage them. But again, like I said, this may not even be relevant to you. So in this case, I'm going to pick the Kids Sport and Sport Jeunesse page, which is where our content is. And this is what's going to come up. So you'll see there's a feed a little bit lower down, but where you need to focus your attention if you're wanting to post something on LinkedIn is this this little row here, which is so you can start a post. So you'll click that, and then this secondary page will come up, which is where you can add in your caption, just like the other platforms. And excuse me, I'm just going to go back real quick. And if you go down here, I should have actually put a circle here. Apologies for that. But if you go down here to the icons on the bottom left corner, you'll see the first icon, which kind of looks like a photo with a mountain and a dot in it. That's what you'll hit if you want to open up your pictures, which will be on your phone, the exact same way we did it with the other ones. You'll choose your content, and that's how it's going to appear. This is just an edit screen that LinkedIn has in its in its application, but I don't think it's necessary for this particular graphic. So you can move on. You'll just press next. And then that's how it will show up. And just above that, you'll have the space to add in your caption. So we'll do that. Perfect. So that's how it's going to look. And next, really, once you're done with that, you're happy with it, everything looks good, you're happy with the framing, with the caption, you're just going to hit post and out it will go. So again, very simple. Excuse me. And then last but not least, how do we post on Twitter, or X as they call it now? So we'll do the same thing one more time. So we've got a video here. Excuse me. Sorry. Just gonna drink some more. We've got a video here where I'm gonna pull up the Twitter or X platform on my phone. That's what it's gonna look like. You'll tap that. Give it a sec. Perfect. So we're going to tap that, and that's what it's going to look like when you open up your own profile. So, oops, sorry, that kind of skipped over a little bit. So the first thing that you'll do if you want to post is you'll go down to this blue circle on the bottom right, which I think this skips over. So just give that 1 second. There we go. So there we go. Blue circle on the bottom right. You'll hit that. That will take you to a new page. Excuse me. I'll start that again. Take you to a new page. And that's what it'll look like when you are in the preview stages of your post. So what's happening, you can essentially just write your caption there. That will go away. You don't have to worry about it. It's just a cheeky little way that Twitter has, a cheeky little thing that Twitter has when they're asking you what's going on, so you can write it in. So if you're going to grab your content or your photos from your phone, you'll go down to the exact same kind of looking picture that you saw on the previous platform on LinkedIn, that little image icon with the mountain and the dot on it. You'll go there. It'll pull up the photos on your phone, and you can choose from your content. So we're going to choose our content that we want to put on Twitter today. And again, that's how it's going to look. It's going to upload exactly how it is meant to be shaped, which in the case of Kidsport Canada, we're sending you stuff as it's supposed to look, so you don't really need to worry about that. So you've uploaded your content. You're going to add in your little caption. Okay. And then this is another option, similar to Instagram, if you want to tag a partner, a donor, another chapter, province, who you know might have a Twitter account. Yeah, so the way that you do that is you go right underneath your content, and there's going to be a little blue man with a link that says tag people. That will come up, and all you have to do is essentially search their name. So if I know that Kidsport Ontario's, if I know that Kidsport BC is at Kidsport BC, I can type that in, choose that, and tag them in the photo, and they'll get a notification that that Kidsport Canada tagged them in something. They'll be able to share it. They can see it. It'll be public, and it's a nice way to kind of collaborate online, which is why we like to do that. Okay, so if I'm happy with my post, the next thing I'm going to do is just hit that top button that says post, and we're basically good to go. It'll show up on your feed after that. And I'm not sure if it's actually going to show up this time, or that might be it. Yeah, so that's it for Twitter. And really, that's the beginning stages of starting your first social media post. You know, if you have all of these particular, I'm going to go back to the first slide here. If you have all these particular platforms at your disposal, it's free marketing. It's a free way to connect with your local community. Lots of other businesses have it, so it's a really cool, easy tool that can boost your marketing and get you a little bit more of a digital extension. And again, the nice thing about social media is that it's free and you have the ability to use it at your disposal. Well, if there's no questions, I will just leave you guys with this. I do have a plan to do another webinar a little bit closer to when Kidsport Canada has a national campaign, which I'm pretty sure you've probably heard of, the Give the Gift of Sport campaign, which happens at the end of the year between November and January. And generally what we do is we create an entire content package, which includes pictures and graphic material that you can use on social media channels to post exactly like how I just showed you. And we want to make sure everybody can use it and feels comfortable using it. So when that package becomes available, or when we're a little bit closer to the time, I'd like to be able to do another webinar so I can kind of get people comfortable with using that package and getting on social media and pushing it out there. But yeah, if you don't have any further questions for me as it relates to the particulars of the webinar, I appreciate you guys coming, and feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions outside of this. Maybe if you don't think of anything and you have a question later, I'm happy to answer them.